The boy just glanced at the card pool and immediately played a 5 of kind. The man behind him was instantly frightened. You know, Akagi just touched an 8, and in the case of 7, 8, or 9 straight, normal people will knock out the extra 8, but he played Gojo with a chance to win the card. What is even more outrageous is that the card that the last family just listened to was 8 of a kind. Looking at the situation at the table, Shiyi fell into deep confusion. He didn't understand how this kid guessed it. However, what happened next made Ishino collapse again, and Akagi touched another good guy. In this way, the upper family is completely unobsessed. This is comparable to the miracle of the poison card that opens the eyes of heaven,
coupled with the dog luck that changed his life against the sky. This kid is simply a mahjong holy body.
This seemingly ordinary number of cards gave Shai a big shock, because just now Akagi got a 4-handled card. According to his current card type, he must stand upright, even if he knows how to play 5 handles. After all, if you touch the 4 handles in the next round, not only can you bar, there is even a chance to bloom on the bar. Even if you can T-do it, you can listen to 20,000 to 50,000 yuan. So this stack has no choice but to play handleless. And the reason why Akagi didn't do this, presumably, it is thought that after repaying the strength, it cannot be leveraged. When I think of this, I can't help but secretly rejoice. It seems that this guy is just a novice after all. In an instant, a surge of confidence surged in his heart. So in the 8th round, he was ready to replace the Dragon Rider. But before that, he told Akagi that the game was unfair because of this mahjong. Whether you lose or win, you will bear the loss of interests. It will always be them and Nanxiang. On the contrary, Akagi does not need to take risks at all. In order to make this matchup even more exciting, Ishino proposed. Akagi came to an outside bet, a handful and a half of 100,000 yuan. If there is no money, use your fingers to offset this statement, and the audience was shocked. But in the next second, Akagi readily agreed. He saw through Ishai's bluffing pressure and responded in a cold voice without fear. Let him remember to put his fingers together. Ishino didn't expect this kid to drag like this, so he walked to the gambling table cursingly. That is all. The 8th round of mahjong officially began. Ishino knows that when there is no bet, it is related to victory or defeat, only feeling and concentration. But once you add such a thing as betting, these abilities alone are absolutely not enough. No matter how accurately you can calculate the opponent's cards, but if you don't believe in your courage and self-confidence, after all, everything was just in vain. Suddenly, Shiyi threw out an inspirational stick. The police quietly walked over to take a look. It was found that the other party was just 7 stuck. Apparently, this guy was intimidating Akagi. If ordinary people would wait until 2 draws before standing upright, and he stood up in such a hurry just to see Akagi's reaction. However, Akagi didn't bother to pay attention at all, and he also successfully drew after getting a 6 handle. He did not hesitate to play a card of 60,000, which made Shai look stupid. This guy is actually not afraid of firing cannons. When he saw that the other party had lost all the swastika cards, Shai also understood that he wanted to pressure Akagi's wishful thinking. Completely failed. Seeing that the balance of victory is leaning towards Akagi, Shai actually got the 7 he had been longing for. This scene dumbfounded everyone. They didn't understand why Ishino knocked out the draw. As everyone knows, this is Ishino's strategy. For him, this kind of bad card is muddled. It doesn't matter. Instead, I hope Akagi can win this game. He wants to use a long-planned defeat, bury the seeds of doubt in Akagi's heart. Let him think that all his previous judgments were wrong. The original clear logic of the poison card will also be completely subverted. Instead, it is replaced by pervasive hesitation and hesitation. The following is the summary and analysis of this episode. Akagi showed the highest level of mahjong thinking. Every time he played an abnormal card, are all destroying the opponent's predictive model, forcing the other party into confusion. His confidence is not arrogance. Instead, it is based on the ruthless calculation of psychological and information gaps. Even in the face of the dog luck of the 8 demons, he regards it as an inevitable coincidence. Never rely on so-called luck, and sometimes I want to use books to plant doubts. Unexpectedly, Akagi used non-lewdness to resolve it. This kind of wisdom of static breaking is the trait of top gamblers. Akagi always thinks more than his opponent because he doesn't play cards. It is the human weakness of the opponent.